My girlfriend actually slapped my hand away at our dinner party and said, "Don't touch me," in front of everyone. That was the moment I realized she wasn't just embarrassed of me, she was hiding something. What happened next shocked every guest in that room, including her. My name's Ethan Morales. I'm 31, and I live in Austin, Texas. I'm a professional sound engineer for live concerts. For nearly 4 years, I've been with Clara Hayes, a 29-year-old interior designer who specialized in upscale homes. She was stylish, charming, and everyone's favorite dinner guest. We'd built a comfortable life together. Sunday morning coffee runs, weekend hikes in the hill country, spontaneous road trips to New Orleans. Clara loved hosting, so we'd often throw small dinner parties at our apartment. Good food, jazz in the background, lots of laughs. We weren't married, but we felt like a team. At least, I thought we were. A few months before that dinner party, Clara started to change. She became hypercritical of little things I did in public. My jokes, my clothes, even how I held her hand. She was constantly on her phone, smiling at messages, turning the screen away when I walked by. She began attending client meetings at odd hours, dressed more formally than usual. One night, when I tried to hug her at a friend's birthday party, she whispered harshly, "Not here," then quickly smiled at everyone else. When I asked her about it later, she said, "Ethan, you're overreacting. I just don't like public displays of affection." But that was new. She'd never had a problem with it before. I wanted to believe her, but my gut was telling me something was off. It all came to a head at a dinner party we hosted for 6 of her design colleagues and their partners. Clara had been glowing all evening, pouring wine, laughing at everyone's jokes. At one point, I reached over and gently placed my hand on her back as I passed behind her chair. Without looking, she slapped my hand away and snapped, "Don't touch me." The room went silent. My face burned. Everyone awkwardly looked at their plates. Clara quickly forced a laugh and changed the subject. Something inside me clicked. I excused myself, went into the kitchen, and quietly opened her work bag that was hanging on the chair. Inside, her phone buzzed with a notification, a message from Dee reading, "Nice seeing you tonight." "She looks jealous already." I peeked out. One of the guests, a tall man in a navy suit, was texting under the table. Clara caught me looking at her bag and froze. In that moment, I knew she'd invited her affair partner into our home. My stomach dropped, but instead of confronting her right then, I smiled and walked back into the dining room, heart pounding with anger and humiliation. Clara loved her image as the poised, successful designer with the perfect relationship. She loved showing me off as her supportive partner, until she didn't. So I decided to let the truth speak for itself. A week before that dinner party, I had installed a new sound system in the apartment and linked it to my phone. While everyone finished dessert, I excused myself again and quietly connected my phone to the speakers. Then I played a recording I had saved from 2 nights earlier. Clara's voice on speakerphone with Dee, giggling, calling him my real man, and complaining about having to host this dinner with Ethan. The room went dead silent. The recording ended. Clara's wine glass trembled in her hand. I walked back in and said, "You didn't want me to touch you, Clara. Don't worry. After tonight, you won't have to worry about that again." Then I calmly thanked everyone for coming, told them dinner was over, and left my own apartment. I stayed at a friend's place that night and never went back except to collect my things. Clara tried to call, to explain, to say it was just a mistake, but I blocked her. Within a month, she lost half her clients when word of her affair with a married client, yes, Dee was married, leaked in the local design circle. I focused on my music work, landed a tour job with a national band, and moved into a loft downtown. I started hosting my own small gatherings, people who valued honesty and respect. Here's what I learned. If someone humiliates you publicly, they're already betraying you privately. The strongest response isn't shouting. It's letting the truth reveal itself. When they try to shame you, don't lower yourself. Rise, walk away, and let their own actions undo them. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more real-life stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation.